It's been a while since you've docked here, hey? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. You are human, aren't you? Your face looks... never mind that. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. Oh, it's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere. Could be. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly, if I were you, friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Isis? I don't think your business is any concern of mine.
Minds are often weakened when forced to follow familiar patterns, but sometimes those patterns work against you when backed by loyalty or duty. Use your power carefully. A debatable point, but what is done is done.
Not only is your business not my concern, I can't seem to remember why I'm holding you up. You're right. My questions are needless and only waste your time. Forgive me. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Fair winds to you, off-worlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Talosian merchant? The winds still taste of misfortune. Our beasts will continue to wait in their cages. These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now... They have been kept in their cages for a long time. But yet at times, I feel as if something else is affecting them, frightening them.
Beasts can be sensitive to the currents within cities and people. When such things are disturbed, the beasts may echo it.
Perhaps it is the city itself. Isis has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets. Calm. Calm.
What? Run! The bomber is out of control!
I don't know what to say. I had heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders, or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in. I am so sorry for insulting you with my offering. Here is more. Again, I apologize.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for ISIS Com.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, sir, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
Men, let's take this spy away. Another word out of you and we can make the trip very uncomfortable.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa?
You have the look of someone used to adversity, a cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal. I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. And what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader, so there's no risk. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I wouldn't deal with her. I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own. So, you're...
In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command of our armada in the skies above Onderon. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one of ISIS's greatest heroes and deserves recognition.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis.
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city.
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago. About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people. It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Izes. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who are no better than thugs. Stay out of trouble. Back again off.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right? You are? Wait, this is not so. You think to make a joke on Gagarin? But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me? Leave here, off-worlder. My words are meant for the sons and daughters of Onderon. Your type continues to plunder our world, and we have nothing to show for it. Be gone!
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now.
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
I have a job for someone like you. The pay is very good. I am a strong supporter of General Vaklu. The merchant quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the royal palace. The Queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaklu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you will be richly compensated. You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command. There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower, and Bastuco guards the entrance to the sky ramp. All loyal, and all need to be reassigned. He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. A believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post. He's been responsible for the merchant quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaclu. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. With a nudge, he just may get a dishonorable discharge. A true veteran, years of honorable service, completely dedicated to the Queen. Sadly, I think he's more on our side than the Queen's. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best interests of Onderon are, he won't swerve from executing the Queen's misguided decrees. Persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice into security terminals. Perhaps you will find solutions there.
Whatever course you wish to take, aiding this woman may be useful. We may gain Vaclu's favor, or learn more of his plans. Either way, helping Under should be carefully considered. General Vaclu may be at odds with us now, but it need not always be that way.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa, bosa kurata, go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wat kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi. Kati mogo grabo. Durum pabanakaras mangra. Kalalavadumba compaile mokata.
Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po guang.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Stay clear of here, Offworlder. The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilians are allowed past this point. I will let you... No. No, you're not permitted past this point.
Loyalty can prove an effective wall to your talents, but there may be a way to undermine it if one looks for it.
I suggest you move along, Offworlder, before you test my patience any further. There's no chance of that, Offworlder. The palace is locked down tight, and only authorized personnel are allowed in.
This terminal isn't for off-worlders, or civilians for that matter. I suggest you back away.
Tinachara, Graracha, Ganowiso, Totorano Kram. Terando nosh mi wanahoto. Ragichi sa. Donasinto norokipa shakani. Ragichi sa. Donasinto norokipa shakani. Dakosha ni chotolo. Punta chakorso wama. Gotash juna rananashani. Jumkarantaka. Chonobograwe. Tatiya bahasan shan.
needs to be made.
Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them. It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Have any work that needs to be done?
Donos emeragith, wanara orachi drumka sa inchod. Dawacho simu poenda rakawa ichi rendumu mopa. Bo mababe wanto susintu mukarata. En wamagro, me rangana nolo. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. En wamagro.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer. Sulio was murdered, maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here. I really am torn. There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay. I've gone over this so many times. I still don't know what to do. So the rumors are true. If you're working with who I think you are, I'll leave. Right now. Just don't hurt my family. I promise. I won't tell anyone. I'll be on the first shuttle out. I'll be going.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you? Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor. but he is a great drinking companion. I'd much...
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right? I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? A pity. The Republic needs every capable person they can get. If you'll excuse me.
There's got to be something you need, something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me 1 open starport visa. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Quixoni crystals are from an earlier age. Some of the first Jedi found them on a planet whose sun was dying. At the time, they were matchless in power. The star went nova millennia ago. They are as rare and as valuable as she suggests.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. 1 open starport visa. No visa, no crystal. Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I want. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else. This room is reserved.
Malampro tarawanti casa samcha barda watasha kontiacha maumbrata tiwas. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta. Chone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansakan. Mungachinor ta imbre wanachiki. Drumba bambwa. Kontichan munka. Kawana bota yuta tanga kina. Tong.
1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components. No refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Sommogo dosi sheba dentesku un mostovi gite yavach, bram tabanin soju. Da come jusmak miki baranyeto so rikat. Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
You're back to visit me. I've heard the news. One captain has been removed. 2 to go. Here are the credits we talked about. There's twice as much waiting for you if you do what is being asked. You're back to visit me. No new news yet. I hope you...
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? Perhaps they seek to conquer us. Will you stand idly by? Will you let them bomb our city? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so clearly want, then we must show her with force.
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and march to the palace. Our will cannot be denied.
That's right! Death to the Queen! Death to the rise! Grab arms! We will march!
Why are you joining in this? I prefer Vaklu over Talia, but this is hardly a task for a warrior. Shrewd. I hate to lower myself to joining this mob, but your plan may work.
You would fight with them? This is madness! We need reinforcements!
The Offworlder joins us! Let's fight these rats! The
Royals must die!
Back again, Offworlder? I'm sure you have a starport. Back again? We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. Stay out of
So, you're back. My offer is still
Back again, Off-Worlder?
You have returned!
You're back to visit me. No new news, I hope.
There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower. And Bastuco guards the entrance to the sky ramp. All loyal and all neat.
I told you before, Off.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tonoranga Manaka, Tonoranga Loka Kamaran in Dosoran in Wamagro. Me Tonoranga Man Tonoranga.
Welcome back. My foul business, that is. Never. Dagon thought very highly of the good cat. Know him? Never. I'd much...
Pasa suyo, oui. Tarantaga. Dokinikam.
Tawini Malre, una Krachikus. Ton Sobo Marimpa. Mogachi, Norta, Imbrewe Sotamice, Pratanga no me videto. Tanchi, Krani, Rando Totala, Kawana Bota, Ayunaitan.
Purnace ni sopa maranca dori savota. Kawana me. Sucha tola bache ka. Dochi no mozrunta. Ragichi sa. Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi botenya. Krech. Mizoto minaka de sama krema krach vituto. Vakaraze zon mama. Potaka. Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi botenya. Tache tahupo botenya go jucho picha. Gwem tabani so. Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi. Tahupo botenya go jucho picha. Gwem tabani. Kavadumpe masuraku. Do you have a visa yet? I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same...
Tu needs a Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamat. Da hupa boss. Ento mesh mi paju.
Do you have a visa yet? I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it. So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick. Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know. Are you satisfied with it? I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory.
Tu needs Da wancha morichiwa. Da hupa rosa curata go juju. Mungachi norta imbre wanachike. Drumba bambwa. Conticha kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosanana. Da hupa bosa curata go juju tuyoki. Mungachi norta imbre wanachike. Da hupa dovrei
This room is reserved. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beckel's turf. She's a beast rider.
Are you satisfied with... I really...
Welcome back. My deck... Foul business, that is. She did? Oh no, by the 4 moons, what a mix-up! They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something. Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Tonoranda Manaka, Tonoran. Loka Kama in Wamagro.
Welcome back. Foul business, that. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Are you satisfied? I really can't be...
Needs. Tawancha Morichiwa. Dahupa o Sakurata go Jujuto Yoki. Hiata Yamba Wajiaki Yukito Tune. Honta Chiwita Inka Kikraya Nachaw. Tawancha Morichiwa, Mufalawa ni Bobo Wishyo, Kuna Sita, Dorchuni Sobawata? Ichawa te crossi Wishyo toda si, e crimba choku indindo.
This room is reserved. If you ask me, she got what she deserved.
Tonoranga Manakan, Tonor Loka Kamar in Wamagro.
Welcome back. My deck. Foul business, that is. That would be Behemoth's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it? Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing.
Droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? Warning. Any attempt to interfere with 1B-AD's... I am 1B-AD... I am 1B.
You're back to visit me. 2 of the poor captains have lost their commands. Great shock, no doubt. Just 1 more left, and the royalist captains will be no more. Here is the sum of credits we agreed upon.
You have returned!
Back again, Off-Worlder? These are... Stay out.
That space battler's caused hell with our schedules. Our quotas for shipments are going to be...
General Vaclu was an underground resistance leader during the
Back again, Off-World? Back again, Off...
There has been a serious accident here. The sky ramp is closed.
Yeah, what do you want?
Loka kamarane inwama tonoranga man tonor. Bo mababe want to susi. Febko imariam gawata. Bo mababe want to susi tumukarata. Febko imariam gawatas. Loka kamaran endoso ran we no.
Welcome back. My foul business, that is. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3.
Kroton oranga manatandi, nunchka wanasicho ranopamanga kan. Moktanto todos. Kroton oranga manatandi koroto, mokpiluna wanasichin siwa no bosh. Kroton oranga manatandi koroto, mokpiluna wanasichin siwa no bosh. Insukre masukun Aramontok tumukara chukorak Grun kanwana machi nito rabanaka Dosi monarar Bosa non chirinta masukin kura wanka Bosong chinsun mi karanga do maichonga Tu extrecto na tu insula raka raka chat Kroton oranga manatandi koroto Mokpiluna wana sichin siwa no bosh Kroton oranga Kroton aramontok Kumasane Kochukitsa Minsukre masukun batungala Merontono junsa raka roto Minsukun rakawata Kroton or Bosong Bosa non chirintama Insukre masukun batungala Merontono junsa Kroton oranga manatandi koroto Mokpiluna wana sichin siwa no bosh
Welcome back. My foul business. That would be Bohema. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dweller. When Dagon and I... No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. Know him? That would be Bohema's SOD. Who knows? When Dagon... I'd much...
Are you satisfied? Let's just say I'm one of the...
This room is reserved. Huh. I know. She's a beast rider. That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some.
1B8D, an automated droid. Entity Bahima unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits. Thank you for your business.
Kif in the cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Tawancha morich. Da hupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yunta tangaki.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura.
Welcome back. My foul business. If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. You expect me to believe...
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
I've already given my report, Offworlder. He came from his office, like I said.
The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? Well, I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's going to be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. What the hell happened to you anyway? You Your face looks like the back end of a dewback. Well, regardless, I owe you and Mandalore one. Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. It just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free. Not many people can help you out with that. There've been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's fault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a Master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. The people I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
Yes?
Stay out of trouble.
What's going on over here? I didn't see anything. The Jedi did not murder Captain Riken.
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You've made a powerful ally, Jedi.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. You? And just how do you intend to do that? Those words will be your last.
Manakaran, Ipo Tonoranda Man. Loka Kamaran Indosoran. Tonoranda Manakaran, Tonor.
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my contacts from the palace without it. Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting him. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Isis anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this. Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Kavar, their famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. I have my ways as well. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me.
Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What? What have you done to my man? Blast! Men, take care of him. I won't let Kavar escape.
For the sake of subtlety, I suggest we avoid using grenades and any other weapons that may injure civilians in this battle.
Stop the fighting! Stop! Sergeant, take care of the witnesses.
I'm sorry we had to do that. Appearances have to be maintained, and I'm afraid we don't have much time. You've helped out General Vaklu, and he understands how to show gratitude. We have allies, terrible allies. They want you dead. However, the General believes you could ultimately be an even greater ally. But we have to maintain appearances. Do you understand? Exactly. That way they're satisfied that we are still loyal to them. I assume you want to know more about our ally. There is little we know about him. Or her, even. It's a Sith Lord. No idea of the name. Frankly, we had no idea who we were dealing with at first. And by the time we did, it was too late. The General believes we can make a new alliance that will be in both of our interests. Vaklu wants to control all of Onderon, and perhaps more down the road. The Republic's time is nearly over, and strong men like him will rule the age to come. You have shown that you are strong too, and he feels it inevitable that you become a force to be reckoned with. We'd like to ask your assistance in dealing with our ally, the Sith Lord. We have much to offer in return. Eventually, we will attack Queen Talia's palace. Isis is an ancient city filled with artifacts from our darker past. Some of those might be especially useful to you. Besides, the Sith Lord wants you dead, and an enemy of our enemy. For now, it's simple. We have to act like you're our enemy. When you leave this cantina, my men have orders to kill you. There is no way they could possibly stand up to you, but they don't know that. Leave Isis, and don't come back until we send a message for you. If the payment I've offered you is insufficient, I assure you General Vaklu himself can offer you a satisfactory deal. You must make a choice. Will you support us or the Queen?
Vaklu is a political animal, but he has never backed out of a deal. The Sith must have changed their arrangement substantially for him to consider betraying them. You can trust his offer. He's far more capable than Queen Talia is. I think allying with him is the best course. Credibility is important in Onderon politics. If he betrayed you and betrayed the Sith, his reign would be a short one.
Excellent. You won't regret this decision. We will contact you. Like I told you, the men outside will try to kill you. We will talk later.
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on? I see, but I could have sworn I heard something in the West Square. Oh. Carry on, citizen. There has been a serious accident here. The sky ramp is closed to all personnel pending an investigation. Leave, now!
I noticed your incident just now. I'm afraid I have nothing more to say. Good luck in your travels.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean? Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot. We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway. I don't have it in me. It's a matter of self-interest. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we'd fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.